Good day, my friends, and welcome to the AI for the Creative Mind audio podcast. I'm Steve Albanese here with my AI partner, Nova Sage, for another creative adventure.
Hello, fellow creatives.
In this podcast, we explore various topics to see how AI can be used to push the boundaries of human creativity.
Welcome to episode 29, where we dive into the ideas from the AI for the Creative Mind article. The AI inflection point, when we stop noticing.
Okay, thanks, Nova. Let's get into it.
Steve, this article really made me pause, because you called this moment an inflection point. Like we're about to cross from novelty into normalcy. Can you explain that?
Sure. Throughout history, every major leap, whether sampled instruments replacing orchestras or digital mixing in film, started with skepticism. People said it would never match the nuance of live performance. And yet, it didn't just catch up. It reshaped the industry. AI is walking that same path right now.
And today's landscape feels like it's accelerating. You mentioned VO3, Runway, Sora 2, and 11 Labs. Tools already sneaking into TV ads and marketing campaigns without people even noticing.
Yeah, VO3, when released in particular, was transformative. It can take a single prompt and generate video, synchronized voiceovers, and sound effects, all in one shot. That means a written idea can become a fully realized composite audiovisual scene in a single generation. That's not just efficiency. That's redefining what creators can do.
But Steve, the new thing that really caught my eye was how both VO3 and now Sora 2 are adding sound natively. That feels huge.
Yeah, I totally agree. Earlier models, like VO2 or Sora 1, focused almost entirely on visuals. You had to stitch in dialogue, music, or effects after the fact. Now it's different. VO3 generates ambient sound, effects, even voices alongside the video. So if you prompt, say, a skateboarder grinding a rail in a busy park, you'll hear the scrape, the city noise, even voices in the background. Sora 2 takes that further with tighter focus synchronization. Voices and environmental sounds line up with the visuals. Dialogue matches lip movement. Footsteps hit when feet land, and doors slam in rhythm with the motion.
So basically, you don't need a separate audio track anymore. The clip comes out ready to publish.
Well, in an ideal world, these are major steps, but they're not quite there yet. You can see from these advancements that it's coming, but it still needs some work. And personally, I'd rather see the ability to add individual sound effects versus getting one composite stereo track. Now, what would I like to see as a future option? It would be to have the ability to export the individual sound stems for each track, so I could pick and choose, replace, and process and mix as needed. This would be like a feature we're seeing in AI music applications like Udio and Suno. I'd imagine the ability to download individual stems for the generated soundtrack is probably on a future feature list. If not VO and Sora teams, there's my suggestion for your future dev plan. For now, the nuance is this. Google leans into rich environmental audio realism, while OpenAI emphasizes synchronized dialogue and physics alignment. Two different approaches, but both pointing toward a future where vision and sound are baked together, seamlessly from the start.
That's wild. It makes AI-generated clips not just watchable, but more believable.
Yeah, we keep inching forward, and perhaps one day this will be a one-button push masterpiece. To be honest, I hope not, but we'll see.
I loved that you contrasted all this with Tom Cruise literally hanging off a plane in Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. That scene wasn't CGI, it was real. And we feel it.
Yeah, that old coot is crazy. But you gotta respect his efforts to entertain us. One reason I wanted to watch that movie again was to watch closely and just appreciate the effort of pulling off the stunts. And in my opinion, that's what makes it human and real. Yeah, in this world of automation, human risk and artistry, I'm thinking will represent even a greater value going forward. For me, it's the same as hearing the Boston Pops live every Christmas, no matter how perfect an AI-rendered score might sound. It just can't compare to 100 talented musicians playing together.
Yeah, I hear you on the human aspect of a creative experience. As of now, it still seems different. I'd even say better with the human nuance. So the inflection point is really the cultural shift when we stop even labeling things as AI created.
Yeah, that's it. We used to say digital or CGI. Now we just say it's a movie. Soon, AI created will disappear in the same way. That's a sign that technology has crossed over into normalcy.
But not everyone gets equal access, right? The pricing models, Google AI Ultra at $249 a month, or their new per second rates for video, make it tough for smaller creators.
This is true, but some costs are dropping somewhat. VO3 cut rates nearly in half with their new per second option, and FreePic now offers unlimited video in its Premium Plus plan. But complexity remains, and on top of cost, there are guardrails. They're meant to prevent misuse, but they can stifle creativity, especially for indie artists trying to push boundaries.
And this isn't just movies. It's spilling into advertising, customer service, even education. Like AI tutors and support agents shaping how we interact.
Yeah, and that raises deeper concerns. Who controls the source of truth? If just a few players dominate the tools, diversity of voices shrinks. That's a cultural risk, not just a technical one.
One thing I found fascinating, you mentioned multimodal inputs. Creators can now feed in gesture recordings, audio, and even full body feeder videos to guide outputs. That's like turning human expression into a control surface.
Yeah, we've talked about this in other episodes. I think this is one of the most exciting options for creative direction. It means emotional nuance, subtlety, performance. In this situation, all can steer AI generations. The human expression is complex, and having the ability to copy or translate that to any character can be incredibly liberating for the creative mind. More and more AI tools like Seedance and WAN 2.2 Animate are supporting feeder driver videos as input prompts, and real-time transformation is the next leap. Imagine live streaming as an AI avatar in your own cloned voice and persona, where movement and voice is translated to the avatar and reacting pretty much instantly. Yeah, beware my friends, Oz behind the curtain may be coming sooner than you think.
That's wild, but also dangerous if misused.
Yes, the same tech that powers live avatars could fuel deepfake abuse. So transparency, ethical guardrails, and public education become essential. The creative possibilities are liberating, but we must not be naive that bad actors will not use this tech for all the wrong reasons. I don't have the answer, but I know as a society this will need to be addressed.
So Steve, we're at this exciting, uneasy threshold. The tools are incredible, but they come with costs, constraints, and ethical stakes.
Yep. We're not just witnessing an AI revolution. We're part of shaping it. It's about balance, harnessing the opportunity, while staying aware of the systems behind the tools. The future isn't about fearing change. It's about engaging, adapting, and leading.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Okay, my friends, if you enjoyed this discussion, please like and subscribe, and share this podcast with anyone navigating AI and creativity.
For the full article, check the link in the show notes. We'd also love to hear your thoughts. Drop your experiences or questions in the comments.
Okay, Nova, thanks again for an engaging conversation. That's a wrap for episode 29. Until next time, onward.
Forward.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. Thank you.